Hey, hello everybody. Good noon. My name's Josh again. I'm back at the Dockyard Gym for the first time for this live stream personally. You would have had a couple of instructors Monday and Tuesday already this week. Feels good to be back at the gym, and we're getting organized for phase one of the resumption plan back to normal eventually. So hopefully we're all excited about that. I know I am. We'll take what we can get, right? Progressively making things a little bit better. Again, my name's Josh. I'm a fitness, sports, and recreation instructor at CFB Halifax Dockyard location. A note on what we're going to need for the class today. Cue your own music as usual if you want any. I recommend like instrumental relaxation music or your favorite slow down R&B or whatever. Water as needed, and because we're not going to stop, I'm just going to go through a yoga class. But maybe drink water beforehand, drink it after, and if you need it during the class, then make sure you can get it in there. Let's see, I want to announce the prize winner for the work-in competition there. And we did a little ceremony earlier this morning in the lobby of the gym with the base commander, and we put that video up. There might have been an issue with PSP Live versus PSP Halifax websites. Bottom line is here, we're going to announce that again, and with pleasure, I'd like to say that the winner of the TRX prize package is Jessica McEwen. I know personally Jessica's been getting the workouts in. I see her on the feeds every class. So congratulations. I'm happy to announce that for you, and stand by for how to pick that prize up. We'll get that other video sorted. Hopefully you'll get access to that, or I'll personally answer your inquiry on Facebook. I also can somebody, I know there's some people on there, can I get a heads up as to whether the audio's good? I know it's usually good, but I can't really assume. I could just be speaking and there's a bunch of people not hearing anything. I'll keep going while you do that. Actually, get the disclaimer in before we get going. Yes, so in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to CAF personnel become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness level are unknown to us, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your doctor before beginning an exercise program, we invite all of you who are not CAF members to consult the Get Active Questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and that reference document. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercises presented today, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If CAF members sustained an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98 form as per usual. Let's see, it's good? Okay, ready for Oz. Okay, maybe no Oz today, but some of you will notice that I did get a military haircut and grow a mustache. So that's for your viewing pleasure, not just today only, but day one. Also, yeah, thanks, Ilona. I want to mention that this Friday, there's the PSP concert series through the Ottawa Recreation Department, and I'm honored to say that it's my rock band, the Halley Project, is going to be putting that on for you. We have recorded a video. It's pre-recorded at a secret premium venue, and it's 40 minutes long. Took us 3 days to putt around and get that done. I'm excited to watch that. It's Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Atlantic time. So check it out. It's there's going to be links. I'll include the link on this video. And for today, we're going to focus on focus as well as balance, twisting, bending, lengthening, conditioning, We'll take a moderate approach. If you're anything like me, there's a lot going on mentally, body's a little tired, that kind of thing. Keep in mind you can take a child's pose or a corpse pose at any time to recover and just dive back in, right? You're at the comfort of your own location right now. And yeah, so again, check out the concert. Congratulations, Jessica McEwen, and we're gonna get warmed up. Get yourself in a comfortable standing position, about a moderate width stance, and we're just gonna start doing some squatting. We're gonna go through the regular, but I wanna include a bunch of extra calisthenics, nice and light, to really get the blood everywhere and to feel good. I wanna do some planks, some side planks, twisting, etc. And still get our yoga specific flows, warrior poses, side bend, all that kind of stuff. Breathing in, let's come down with a tight core. Exhale, stand up, shoulders back, core tight, glutes tight, chin up. Same thing, breathe in. For the first few, don't even think too hard. Focus on the breath and slow, good reps. What's going to happen is all that blood in your torso used for digestion and whatnot is going to make its way, pump its way out into your arms and legs. It's going to pump its way up into your brain, and we're going to be more alert. So I'm just including a reverse fly in here, just to wake up the rear shoulder, stretch out the front of my chest, shoulders. Okay, let's get another 5 of these. So again, it's tight glutes, tight core, squeeze the rear shoulder. 2 more. Good, we're gonna shake that off. Okay, let's get into a bit of a hinge. So we're just gonna breathe in, sweep the arms up like so. And exhale, we're just gonna hinge at the waist, keeping a moderate bend in those legs. Neutral spine, chin slightly tucked. Getting a nice little stretch in here. Breathe in. And we're just mildly waking up the lower back, the hamstrings, things that might be stiff from sitting around. Keep it going, breathe in. 1, and let's do 4 more. Last one. Okay, good. Let's adopt a lunge. So 1 foot forward. Okay, get yourself stable. We'll get in the low position, shoulders back, tight core, breathe in. Exhale, come on up, just keep that balance. We're just gonna do 5 per side. Stretching out your hips, tightening up those legs, getting the blood in your extremities. Last 3 of these. The modification here, just go down much shallower. And last one. Or hold on to a wall. Okay, switch feet. Coming back into that position. Breathe in, come on down under control. Exhale, come on up. I'm already starting to feel better, getting more energy. 2 of 5. Try to keep everything straight. Last 2. Good. All right, so we did just a basic general warm-up. We get something in there. Let's get the upper body warmed up just a bit. So we're gonna do modified push-ups. So go ahead and get yourself in the prone position. Hands under the shoulders, crossed at the ankles. Knees on your mat, just breathe in, tighten up. Exhale, come on up. And we're just gonna do easy push-ups basically to get the shoulders and warm and get some blood in the chest and whatnot. Breathe in, come down. Elbows close, exhale, come on up. Just 5. 3. 5. Okay, let's kick it up into a high plank. Okay, nothing crazy, but we are staying active. Chin slightly tucked. Core is nice and tight. Pulling the hands towards the feet and the feet towards the hands a little bit to your own intensity level for a few breaths. Last 2. One more breath. Okay, you can do your modified push-ups or from the toe here, starting from high. Ready? Breathe in, come down. 5 only. Exhale, come on up. Up. 3 here, breathe in. In, come down. Up. Last one, down. And up. Okay, let's get into a child's pose just to stretch that out because the shoulders have been working. Knees are open about the width of your mat, sinking the hips down towards your heels. Hands are spread open. Light horizontal tension. And just get into your breath as you stretch out your lats. Okay, we'll just walk the hands back to your body. Turn the leg in and step up. Now we're going to do a modified sun salutation flow. And that's going to warm up our posterior chain and continue to work on getting nice and warm. We're halfway there. Okay, feet forward. We're going to breathe in, sweep the arms up. Now we're going to exhale and hang, let the head hang heavy. Micro bend in the knees. Take your left foot back. Take a kneeling position. Breathe in, chin up, chest up. Exhaling as we step back into child's. Just flowing through. Breathe in as we come into a modified high plank position. Exhale, slowly lower. Legs close, glutes tight. Breathe in, come on up, hips on the ground. And exhale, back to child's. Breathe in, step forward with your right leg. Chest up, chin up. Off the back toes, step forward, forward fold. Deep knee bend, neutral spine. Inhale, sweep it up. And then exhaling as we sink into a chair position. Okay, inhale, sweep it up, doing that whole thing one more time. Exhale, forward fold. This is where the money's at for feeling better, actually. If all you have time for is the sun salutation flow, just do that. Bend the leg, step forward, step back with your left foot. Same thing, breathe in. Coming back into child's, exhale. Inhale, shifting forward, modified plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Legs together, tight glutes. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, back to child's. Inhale, step the right leg forward, chin up. Come forward, exhale, forward fold. Starting to get a little deeper as we warm up. Legs bent, neutral spine, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, chair. Okay, so you can do that same flow, or we can try everything from the toes. Okay, breathe in, sweep it up. Just a runner's lunge and a downward dog. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those legs. What we're going to do now is step back with the left foot. But knees off the ground, rear leg straight, palms forward in a runner's lunge position. Okay, now we're going to find the mat in front, stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward in a high plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Hover off the ground, flip the feet, tight glutes. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Bend the leg, step forward with the left foot. Okay, runner's lunge other side with the inhale. Okay, big step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Big knee bend, neutral spine. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, chair. Okay, one more of those and we'll move on, but it's going to feel good to get nice and loose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Actually getting in there nice and deep. Back up, take the left foot back, runner's lunge, palms forward, core tight. With the inhale, find the mat, exhale, step back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Hips off the ground, flip the feet, tight glutes. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Bend those legs, step forward with the left foot. Come on up, tight core, palms forward, runner's lunge other side with the inhale. Step forward, exhale, forward fold. Knees bent, spine neutral, inhale, sweep it up. Now with the feet together, exhale as we go into chair pose. Okay, so we want our shoulders down and back, core tight, chin up. As we inhale, correct the posture. As we exhale, sink and maintain that posture. Feeling that opening up your lower back. Knees pressing together. For 2 more breaths. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold, and we're going to hold this for 4 or 5 breaths. Let's go 5 breaths. We'll go on the long end of things. It's usually 3 to 5 they recommend. Head hangs nice and heavy with your breathing. Two more. Okay, slight bend, and we're just going to cue ourselves up for a downward facing dog. So actually just crouch down, get your hands in front of your mat, step back into downward facing dog, this time feeling it out for 5 breaths. Okay, so hands are open, pushing the heels towards the ground, the hips rotate up towards the ceiling, core stays tight, shoulders stay down and back. Last 2. Inhale, come forward. And we'll just hold this high plank for 5 breaths. Same thing, hands toward the feet, feet towards the hands with some tension. Last one. Okay, either modified, run modified, 5 last push-ups of the day. Breathing in, come down. Exhale, come on up. Down. Up with the exhale. Inhale down. Exhale up. 3. Last 2. Down. Up. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, come on up. Take a child's pose. Knees as wide as your mat. Feet touching together. And push the hips towards the heels. Open up those hands. Reach in lateral tension. You may put your head on the mat, kind of relaxing it, and get into your breath. 3 more breaths. Okay, so that right there only took 15 minutes. And it's that kind of thing that you can do every other day, minimum, if you really want to stay limber and have a pain-free spine and that kind of thing. But we're going to move on because we want to get some twisting and bending, create some strong legs and that kind of thing. Okay, so back to the front of your mat. And we're going to get into kind of like the body of the workout. So inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold and find your mat. Bend the knees, step back into downward dog. Bend those legs, step forward with your right foot. Okay, you have base of support, 4 points of contact, tight core, breathe in, hands to heart center. We're just going to work on our lunge hold and get a little bit of rotation in here. Big inhale, opposite arm with the exhale, just coming across like so. Create a 45-degree angle, opening up the chest. Palms up. Inhale, back to center. Find the mat, exhale, downward dog. Really just letting out that steam. Realizing how limber that back's getting. You're getting rid of that pain in the neck, literally. Bend those legs, step forward with your left foot. 4 points of contact, tighten up the core. Big inhale. Back to here. For a couple breaths to set it up. Big inhale. Exhale as it come over. Inhale, back to center. Find the mat, downward dog, and let's linger here a little extra. Okay, sometimes when I'm tight, I like to take extra long, almost like a yin class. Let's start by pedaling out the feet, taking our time to kind of stretch your calves, get into your breath. It's active recovery while we work on some extra range of motion. One more side per each calf. Okay, what we're going to do now is bend the legs, step forward with your right foot. Okay, and we're going to get into the position for Warrior 1. So leave a foot space, or maybe 3 inches or so, depending on your foot width, spacing between your heels. Okay, and the rear foot is 45, forward direction. Okay, hands are up here, core is tight, hips are square, that's the main focus. So I just want us to stay in our breath, stay in tune with our bodies, see if we can find the intention or reason why we're doing this. And we are going to work on actual balance, which will influence our mental balance. Okay, hands on the hips, turn that rear foot forward and take a baby step forward. So now we have an Egyptian side view with straight legs, tight core, shoulders down and back. Breathe in. Exhale as we hinge at the hips, posting up above the knee, below the knee, or at the mat. Just be honest. Both feet are forward, core's tight. With your breath. Just feeling so good already, and it's just going to feel better after. Okay, big knee bend. Find the mat with your hands opened up. Step back in a downward facing dog for even more of that. 2 breaths. One more. Big knee bend. Step forward with your left foot. Same thing. Leave a space between your feet, about 3 inches or so. Rear foot 45 degrees, facing forward. Tight core. Breathe in. Come on up. Hands up like so. Neutral wrist position. Hips square. As you work on square hips and a good solid stance. We're really working on grounding and having a strong base of support. Bring that core in and tight. One more breath. Hands on the hips. Turn that rear foot forward. And again, a baby step forward. Straight legs. Both feet are facing forward. Tight core. Shoulders down and back. Breathe in. Exhale as we hinge forward. Posting up similarly to the other side. Remember to keep that core tight and to get into your breath. Chin slightly tucked. Hips going towards the ceiling. Okay, bend those legs, find the mat with open hands, and step back into downward dog. We'll take a little bit of a reprieve, but not just that. We're working up to it. Big knee bend, step forward with your right foot. Tiny bit longer. I'm going to say maybe about a foot length longer. Line up the heels perfectly, perpendicular feet. And this is the base of support for Warrior 2. Tight core, breathe in. Now we have hands north and south. Try to keep your spine vertical, shoulders down and back. As we work our way into the lunge. Get those shoulders retracted. One more breath. Staying here, big breath. You can post up here. Exhale, going over for extended angle. You can either just post up here or have the hand on the inside, putting a little bit of pressure on the inside of the leg. Palm away. Long line from fingertip to the feet. Okay, keeping that leg there. And we're just going to have our hand down our back like so. Palm up. Okay, wheel those hands around. Turn that rear foot forward. Find the mat. Step back in a downward facing dog. Thanks Morgan from 14 Lane Greenwood for that little hand behind the back modification during the Exalted Warrior. Bend those knees, take a step forward with your left foot. Again, line up those heels, a little bit longer stance, perpendicular feet, tight core, breathe in, come on up, north to south, knife hands. Gaze over the front hand, core's tight, shoulders down back. This is not hard stuff, but it's hard to get into it sometimes, especially by yourself. And that's part of the power of a yoga class or group fitness in general, is the socialization part. Okay, breathe in. And coming into your extended angle, other side. Working off the rust, getting into those muscles, getting them a little longer. Stay in tight, breathe in. Hand behind the small of your back, hand up here, palm facing you, looking up at your palm. Exalted warrior. I know your front leg's on fire, mine is too. I borrowed that from Tammy Barrage. Thanks a lot for getting me to stack that position. It feels good. One more breath. And then wheel it around, find the mat, turn that rear foot forward, back into downward dog. Okay, let's come to the knees and just a little bit of a rest before we get moving on to some standing balance and opening work. Let's get into another child's pose. Actually, this time do knees together and see how that gives you a little opening through the lower back. And again, a little bit of a pull to stretch your mat, forehead towards the mat, relax. Shoulders down with your breath. Okay, 45 degrees to one side. And actually open up your knees for this, you'll see it's going to be better. But now we're getting into one side of your back a little bit more than the other. It's like a single arm lat lean when you hold like an iron apparatus or something like that, a squat cage, that kind of thing. One more breath here. Okay, moving our way to the other side. Tall to start, inhale, exhale, a little bit of a sink down. Just stay into your breath as you get a little extra length through your lats. One more breath. Okay, coming back to your mat, and let's get into a tabletop position. Nothing too crazy, but we are going to keep going through some valid ways to reduce pain and improve our conditioning, range of motion, energy levels, that kind of thing. From here, we're going to do cat and cow. With the breath in, looking up, hips up. Exhale, chin tuck, round the back, shoulders forward. Okay, we're going to do a few of these. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, cat. Let's do 10, that's 2. Try to really get some range in your back. Breathe in, come on up. Exhale, chuck the chin, round the back. 3. 4. Breathe in. Exhale, come down with your chin and up at your back. Inhale, look up, hips up. Exhale. 5 of 10. Let's just keep flowing like that. Breathe in. Exhale. Last 4. Breathe in. Cow, and then exhale, cat. Last 3. Breathe in. Breathe in. Exhale, really squeeze your core, shoulders forward. Last one, breathe in, hips up, big range of motion. Exhale, really squeeze it forward. Good, relax. Let's flip over in the supine position and lie flat. I just want to get a little bit of glute tightening. I want to keep that theme going in general. Hands down. Breathe in, tight core. Exhale, hips up. Just a little bit of this before we move on. Let's just do 5, but really good ones. Breathe in. Exhale. Really squeeze it. Breathe in. Exhale for 4. And last one, exhale. Great. We're just going to come up to a sitting position and actually carefully standing up, catching your breath. You might be a little bit dizzy and that kind of thing. Good to see everybody on there. So now that we're nice and loose, I just want to open up a couple more things and get into some balance. Standing on your right foot, let's cross the left over the knee. Okay, on your mirror image on your TV screen or your computer, whatever. Okay, and hands are heart center. Breathe in, tight core. Exhale, we're just going to lower into this. One way you can make this easier is find something like a table, a chair arm, the couch to lean into. I learned this at a spin cert, so you hold on to your exercise bike and do this. Chin ever so slightly tucked. Couple more breaths, getting into the side of your glutes. Last breath in. Big exhale. And let's come on out. Find the other side. So now we're on our left. Cross the right leg over the knee. Find your balance, hands at heart center. Breathe in. Exhale as we drop lower. Last 2 breaths. It's okay to fall out and get back in. Last one, big one. And coming out with control. That was nice to open up these hips, right? Tight hips puts a little bit of pressure on your lower back, so that's going to alleviate some of that. And a lot of that forward folding and that is going to get rid of that as well. We're going to hamstring stretch. We got the blood flowing, and that's going to reduce your pain. And we're getting conditioned as we do this too. Can't deny the endurance effect yoga practice has on your day-to-day living. Okay, let's do this one here, feet together, and we're going to take our left leg and put it in the tree position. So below the knee or above the knee, just find something that's reasonable that you can get into. Okay, and you can have your hands at heart center, or you can have your hands tree arms. Feel free to put your fingers however you want. There's room for that self-expression. With our breath, we're just finding a focal point and trying to find stillness. You'll find it's really tough to overthink when you're so focused on balancing and your breathing. Tight core, last 2 breaths. Some days this feels really good, other days it doesn't. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, set it down. Onto the other side, we're going to use our left leg down now as the tree trunk. Set ourselves up similarly, getting into that position above or below the knee, other side. If you're wearing slippery pants, it can be tough. Shorts on the skin is pretty easy. Hands heart center, find it. Tight core, breathe. Use that focal point. Two more breaths. Last one. Good. Coming out, Let's just open up the shoulders and chest and the hip flexors a little bit more with a dancer's pose. So back down to the right leg here. The other leg's kind of hovering off the ground. We're going to have on our left hand palm facing out and go on the inside, slip on the inside of that leg and grab essentially the laces of that foot. Okay, find your balance. Tight core, breathe in. With the exhale, we're just going to reach that hand forward a bit and kick into the hand. You don't have to go crazy, just find your own pace. Make sure you stay still and find that center balance. Over time, you'll find that chest and hip flexor, front shoulder, it's all starting to open up as you work on stabilization. Okay, let's come on out. We're not going to overwork anything, but we are going to dabble. Find our balance, get rid of that slight dizziness you may be experiencing. Back onto the left side now, standing down. Palm forward. Again, we're going to slip on the inside of that leg. Grab the foot. Find your balance. Breathe in. With the exhale, reaching a little bit. Let's come out. And down. Whew, that was a bit of a struggle. Okay, not a whole lot of time left in this 45-minute noon class. Feet together. Breathe in, sweep the arms up, reverse swan dive. Interlace the fingers. Leave the index extended. Pinch the side of your heads with your biceps. Shoulders still stay down. Tight core, tight glutes. Breathe in. Exhale, and we're going to go to the left side. Inhale, make sure your posture's well and you're square to the front. Exhale, we can kick the hips out to the side a little bit and bend. Just creating a long line, getting that lateral edge all lengthened out. Breathe in, back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. And let's let those hands go. You know what? Let's go ahead and sit down. We're just going to stretch a couple more things and shut it down. But there's a few things we missed. We'll basically adopt a different theme and see if we can kind of pick up the loose ends next time I get together with this group. Feet together, close to your hips. Breathe in, sit tall. Exhale as we lower the knees towards the mat. Feels so good. Just get into that breath and open up those hips. We have blood flow where there was stagnation. We have mental clarity where there may have been muddled thinking. And just one more breath. Okay, let's get into the hamstring specifically. One leg straight. Square up, breathe in, sit tall. Exhale as we come forward. I know we stretched our hamstrings already, but you feel this in your lower back and you just dig a little bit deeper in this one. Okay, other side, switch it. Square up, breathe in, sit tall. Exhale as we get into the other side similarly. I literally needed this, and I wasn't super motivated without this group, so that's exactly what I needed in this way. Okay, find a cross-legged position that works for you, that feels comfortable. Sit tall, breathe in. Exhale as we go towards one shoulder with the neck. Inhale to center. Exhale to side. Okay, back in. That's about it for today. I'd love to keep going for a few more things, but it's 1:45, and we all have plans around our calendar. Some of us are busy parents and other things. So again, it was my pleasure to be a part of this training group. Yoga is one of my favorite exercise classes, and yeah, glad to do it with you guys. And this does feel like a bit of socialization for me. I hope you feel the same way. We are on the same team, and I hope to see you next time. Again, congratulations to Jessica McEwen. You were consistent and got you in the draw, and you won yourself a nice little piece of gear for your home studio. Again, check out the concert on Friday at 8 local time. I'm going to be playing guitar and singing vocals on a bunch of songs for 40 minutes. Check it out. Can't wait for the surprise to be released on where that venue is. Take care of yourselves and get in touch if you have any questions. We're working for you, the military, and our friends and family. Take care and have a great day.